Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. So today's episode is a post-fight show for UFC Fight Night, Mark Hunt versus Derek Lewis. And wow, this entire card, top to bottom, was just amazing. The prelims were pretty good, but the main card really stole the show. And yeah, it's a post-fight rundown of the main card. So let's get started. So the main event was the Super Samoan Mark Hunt versus Derek the Black Beast Lewis, going at it in a 5-round main event, heavyweight clash of the ages. And yeah, oh wow, Mark Hunt did his thing. I didn't think it was going to happen. Of course, like I said on my pre-fight show, you know, I'm a fan of both, but I prefer Derek Lewis to win. I'm a little devastated and shocked that he didn't win. I don't think he'll retire, but oh yeah, Derek Lewis though, yeah, I hope he comes back sooner than later. Yeah, Mark Hunt though, yeah, he got the TKO punches victory in round 4, and then in the yeah, that was number 6 versus number 7. Derek Lewis ranked number 6 going into this fight, and Mark Hunt ranked number 7 going into this fight. And yeah, so Mark Hunt goes up the rankings, and I think he should get a top 5 guy next. And wow, this was just a great main event. And then in the middleweight division, in the co-main event, we had Derek Brunson versus Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly having a strong judo background, and Derek Brunson having a strong wrestling background and some heavy hands. KO punches round 1 win for Derek Brunson. I was pretty shocked. It just came out of nowhere. I mean, Derek Brunson did his thing and got it done. Yeah, minute and 16 seconds, so not a whole lot to say about that fight. Derek Brunson, though, I think, should get a rematch with Anderson Silva. I do think that he may have been robbed in that Anderson Silva decision. Nonetheless, if he doesn't get it, I think Derek Brunson is worthy of a top 5 guy at the very least, or top 10 guy in the middleweight division. Then in the lightweight division, we had Dan Hooker versus Ross Pearson. This one I called, I believe I said on my pre-fight show, Dan Hooker would win by decision. However, I was thinking either submission or decision. KO knee knockout win for Dan Hooker, I did not see that coming. I saw Dan Hooker winning this fight, but not by knockout, especially by a knee. And it was second round, 3 minutes and 2 seconds into the second round. That was a great lightweight fight. Ross Pearson's a tough, durable veteran. He's hard to finish. And Dan Hooker made it look easy. And I think Dan Hooker is a prospect at lightweight. You know, if you've seen the Fight Pass cards, he's always had a good fight on those Fight Pass cards. And he was on Fox Sports 1 on this card. And so the American audiences, I think, more so got to see his performance and what a talented fighter he is. Then in the light heavyweight division, we had Ion Cutelaba and versus Enrique da Silva. This light heavyweight clash, wow. You know, like, I figured Ion would win, but not 22 seconds into the first round. It was TKO punches, round 1, 22 seconds. Ion was just hungry for that win, and I think Ion definitely should be getting a top 15 guy, maybe a top 12 or 13 guy in his next fight. I think Ion's a guy that you can build him up, and he can help build those foreign markets, especially the European market. Yeah, great fight. Then in the flyweight division, I was shocked. I was like, if there's one fight on this card that for sure I got this one. It's in the flyweight division, Ben Wen versus Tim Elliott. I thought for sure Tim Elliott would just out-wrestle Ben and possibly get a submission. Wow. Submission rear naked choke in the first round, 49 seconds. Who in the world saw that coming? I mean, Tim Elliott was overwhelmingly favored going into this fight. And Ben shocked the world. And Ben beat a guy that went through everyone on The Ultimate Fighter and put up a good fight against Demetrius Johnson, and he just finished Tim Elliott like it was nothing. And I think Tim Elliott's like way better than his first run in the UFC too. And I think he had the problem with Tim Elliott in his first run in the UFC is he fought the best of the best of the best of the best of the best in the flyweight division from the get-go. Had he had the easier guys to fight against, I think he would have had more wins in his first run. And I think his second run is pretty much going out, overall, going better than his first run. But wow, I mean, Ben got the finish. I mean, it was impressive. Then in the featherweight division to kick off the main card, we had Alexander Volkanovski versus Mizuta Hirota. Mizuta Hirota was on the Road to the Octagon UFC Japan special that was on Fight Pass, where it was basically the Ultimate Fighter Japanese edition, and then it was just formatted differently. And Mizuto made it to the finals on that one, and he looked great. Alexander, though, I just had a gut feeling that he would pull this off. And it was a dominant win for Alexander. I mean, he just won every round decisively. It was 30-27 unanimous decision. He just outstruck him, outgrappled him, and just did whatever he wanted. It was a dominant win, impressive win for Alexander in the featherweight division. And yeah, if you haven't seen this card, check out a replay. It was amazing. And that wraps up my post-fight show for this card. Stay tuned. My next episode, it's a surprise for you guys. May have something to do with a Connor and Floyd. Anyhow, until then, see ya.